Have you ever wondered who was the man behind the largest empire the world had ever seen by the 5th century BC? Let's step back in time to unravel the enigma of a figure who etched his name in the annals of history, King Cyrus the Great. Born into the folds of an era steeped in power struggles and political intrigue, Cyrus emerged as the founder of the Achaemenid Empire in Persia, an empire that would become the largest of its time. We begin at the start, with his birth and early life. However, the exact details of his parentage are as elusive as a desert mirage. Some narratives hail him as the grandson of Astyages, the tyrannical king of the Median Empire, while others weave a tale of humble beginnings as the son of a shepherd. This duality of lineage adds a layer of mystery to Cyrus's life, painting him as both a noble prince and an underdog rising against the odds. His ascension to the throne, on the other hand, is less shrouded in mystery. It was a path paved with strategic alliances, fierce battles, and a keen understanding of the political landscape. His leadership skills were evident from an early age, and he quickly rose through the ranks, eventually toppling his grandfather Astyages to claim the throne for himself. Yet, despite his rapid rise to power, Cyrus never lost sight of his roots. Even as he sat on the throne, his heart remained with his people, a trait that would come to define his rule and set the stage for the golden age of the Persian Empire. The life of Cyrus the Great is a captivating blend of fact and fiction, history and legend, a narrative that oscillates between the grandeur of royal courts and the ruggedness of battlefield strategies. His story is a testament to the enduring power of leadership and the indomitable spirit of mankind. So begins the tale of Cyrus, a man destined for greatness, yet shrouded in mystery. How did a young prince rise to become the ruler of the largest empire in the world? This is no riddle. It's the story of Cyrus the Great of Persia. Born into the royal family of the Persians, Cyrus was a prince with a destiny. His journey to power began with an audacious move, the overthrow of his grandfather Astyages, who was the king of the Medes. It was a daring gamble, but Cyrus was not one to shy away from challenges. His victory over Astyages wasn't just a personal triumph. It marked the beginning of a new era, the rise of the Persian Empire. But the young king was not content with ruling just one kingdom. His sights were set on expansion, and he turned his attention to the wealthy kingdom of Lydia, under the rule of King Croesus. The conquest of Lydia was no small feat. Cyrus had to outwit and outbattle the Lydians, who were renowned for their wealth and military might. Yet Cyrus prevailed, and Lydia was added to his growing empire. Next on his list was Babylon, a city of legendary wealth and power. This time Cyrus used a mix of military strategy and diplomacy. He diverted the flow of the Euphrates River, which ran through the city, rendering the Babylonians vulnerable to his attack. In a swift and decisive victory, Cyrus conquered Babylon, adding yet another jewel to his crown. But Cyrus's rise to power was not just about conquests and military victories. He understood the importance of alliances and diplomacy. He knew that to build an empire that lasts, one has to do more than just win battles. You have to win hearts and minds, and so, he crafted policies that promoted tolerance and respect for the diverse cultures within his empire. Through a mix of military prowess, strategic alliances, and diplomatic acumen, Cyrus carved out an empire that stretched from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indus River. His rise to power was as extraordinary as it was unprecedented, a testament to his vision, courage, and strategic brilliance. What made Cyrus different from other rulers of his time, one might ask? It's simple: his benevolence. Cyrus the Great, unlike many rulers of his era, was known for his compassion and respect for the cultures he conquered. Instead of imposing his own beliefs or customs, he allowed his subjects to continue practicing their own religions and maintain their cultural identities. This was a stark contrast to the norm of the time, where conquerors often imposed their own cultures and religions on those they defeated. Cyrus's policy of religious tolerance was revolutionary. He not only allowed the peoples he conquered to continue their religious practices, but he also actively supported them. He restored temples that had been destroyed in wars and returned religious artifacts that had been seized. His actions allowed for a peaceful coexistence among his diverse subjects, and this, in turn, contributed to the stability and prosperity of his empire. Perhaps the most significant testament to Cyrus's benevolence is the Cyrus Cylinder. Often referred to as the first human rights charter, this ancient clay cylinder records Cyrus's deeds after he conquered Babylon. It describes how Cyrus allowed the Babylonians to return to their homelands, restored their temples, and gave them back their statues of gods. The Cyrus cylinder stands as a symbol of Cyrus's respect for human rights and his commitment to religious freedom. Cyrus's benevolent rule was not a sign of weakness but a demonstration of his wisdom. He understood that respect and tolerance were the keys to ruling a diverse empire successfully. He knew that by allowing his subjects to maintain their own identities, he could foster loyalty and reduce the chances of rebellion. His approach to governance was both strategic and compassionate, a rare combination in any era. Cyrus's legacy as a just and wise ruler endures, symbolizing a unique blend of power and benevolence. His reign is a powerful reminder that true leadership is not about dominating others, but about respecting their rights and their dignity. As we delve deeper into the life and reign of Cyrus the Great, we will uncover more about this enigmatic ruler who forever changed the course of history. But what were some shocking actions that Cyrus took during his reign? Cyrus the Great, a name that reverberates through the annals of history, was known not only for his military prowess, but also for his surprising actions that left an indelible mark on the world. One of the most startling deeds he undertook was the liberation of the Jews from Babylonian captivity. Against the norms of the time, he allowed these captive people to return to their homeland, Jerusalem. But Cyrus didn't stop there. He did something even more astonishing. He not only permitted the Jews to return to Jerusalem, but also encouraged them to rebuild their sacred temple, a gesture that was unheard of by conquerors of his time. It was a testament to his belief in the freedom of religion, a concept far ahead of its time that makes us marvel at his progressive mindset. And then, there's the mystery surrounding his death. Despite his significant role in shaping world history, the circumstances of his demise remain shrouded in uncertainty. Was he killed in battle? Did he die peacefully of old age? The truth is, we may never know. The accounts differ widely, adding a layer of intrigue to his already extraordinary life. The transition of power after his death was equally unclear. Some accounts suggest his son Cambyses II took over the reins, while others hint at a power struggle that ensued. The ambiguity surrounding his succession, coupled with the enigma of his death, only adds to the air of mystery that surrounds Cyrus. In a world often characterized by ruthless conquest and suppression, Cyrus's actions were indeed shocking. His legacy, marked by surprising actions and a humanistic approach to ruling, left ripples that continue to influence our understanding of leadership and governance. His life serves as a constant reminder that power doesn't always have to breed tyranny, and that it's possible to rule with both strength and compassion. In a world often characterized by ruthless conquest and suppression, Cyrus's actions were indeed shocking. So what is the enduring legacy of King Cyrus the Great? Well, let's start by looking at the impact of Cyrus's reign on subsequent empires. His leadership style and policies set a gold standard for future rulers. Cyrus's empire was the first to span 3 continents, Asia, Africa, and Europe, and his efficient administrative system, which divided the empire into provinces for easier governance, was adopted by many rulers who came after him. But his influence didn't stop at empire building. Cyrus was also a pioneering figure in human rights. He famously freed the Jews from their Babylonian captivity, allowing them to return to their homeland and rebuild their temple. This act of kindness and respect for religious freedom was revolutionary in an era where conquest often meant complete subjugation. This benevolent approach to leadership was recorded in various historical texts, painting a picture of a ruler who valued justice, mercy, and respect for all. The Old Testament of the Bible, for instance, refers to Cyrus as the Lord's anointed, a title usually reserved for Jewish kings. Cyrus's policies have also shaped our understanding of what effective leadership looks like. He showed the world that a great leader is not just a conqueror, but also a protector of his people's rights. His respect for diversity and cultural identity set a precedent that still holds value in our global society today. His reputation as a just and noble king also found its way into literature. In Xenophon's Cyropedia, Cyrus is portrayed as an ideal ruler whose qualities are to be emulated by anyone in a position of power. The legacy of Cyrus the Great, therefore, is one that resonates across centuries. His impact is seen in the map of the modern world, in the principles of leadership, and in the pages of history books. Cyrus the Great, a ruler whose shocking actions left an indelible mark on history, continues to inspire and intrigue us even today.